I wanted to focus solely on the things that CSEC is likely to ask you about. This story includes a love triangle that eventually turns into this messy love web. 5 people. A man gets locked up simply for being annoying. There are fights, and long-lost twins find each other. This is probably the sauciest play CSEC has ever asked us to study. Hi, I'm Miss Wallace of Gobian Academy, and I'm the person that you can come to for anything CSEC English related. Click the link in the description box to find out more about my excellent CSEC lessons. And if you want to know more about 12th night in just a few minutes, keep watching. Twelfth Night is written by V. William Shakespeare, and questions on it will appear in the CSEC English B Paper 2 exam. Essays on this text usually carry 35 marks, and I think later on I will do an entire video explaining how those marks are allocated, so look out for that. Twelfth Night is a hilarious and romantic comedy set in the beautiful fictitious coast of Illyria, and it focuses on 2 main households. One is that of the Duke of Illyria, Orsino, who spends the majority of the play attempting to gain the love of Lady Olivia, who does not love him in return. Now, when I say that he is in love, I mean he is down bad. He writes poetry, sends other people to persuade her on his behalf. He tries everything, but she does not budge. She does not feel the same. He doesn't give up trying to gain her affections until almost the play's end. The other household focused on is that of the beautiful Lady Olivia. She is beautiful, and this is the same lady that Orsino adores. At the beginning of the play, she is only focused on mourning the death of her beloved brother. She is so overcome with grief that she is refusing to entertain any romances for 7 years. The play also introduces us to the adorable Viola. When we meet her, she has just survived a shipwreck, and she is also heartbroken since she believes her twin brother Sebastian has been killed in the wreck. Now, by now you're probably wondering, but miss, I thought you said this was a romantic comedy, right? Because so far, everyone is sad. But here is where the play gets interesting. Without her brother around to protect her, Viola needs a safe place to stay, so she decides to get a job at Orsino's house. But she disguises herself as a man in order to get the job. She decides to call herself Cesario. What's more is she doesn't reveal her true identity till the end of the play. So she just goes through the majority of the play fooling everyone. To make things even more complicated, she falls in love with her new boss Orsino. But he thinks that she is a man and he is still in love with Olivia. While those 3 are sorting themselves out, Olivia is supported by her devoted assistant Maria and Malvolio, who is loyal to her but annoys everyone else. Maria and the others concoct a plan that will trick and humiliate Malvolio. This results in Malvolio being locked away and further humiliated by members of staff. More drama follows when Orsino and Cesario become besties. So Orsino sends Cesario over to Olivia's house to tell her all the reasons she should love Orsino. Guess what? Olivia falls deeply in love with Cesario, who, as we know, is not a man and who does not love her in return. Wow, so much drama. More mess is added as Olivia's drunkard uncle has an equally drunkard friend, Andrew. And Andrew swears he's in love with Olivia and decides to challenge Cesario to a duel. This dude wants to have a literal physical fight for Olivia's love. Corny, he approaches Cesario to fight, and of course Viola, who is Cesario, is confused, scared, and even a little grossed out by his stupidity. Luckily for her, Antonio steps in and saves her. Now, who is Antonio? Antonio is a man who had, wait for it, saved Viola's brother from drowning. Yes, her twin brother Sebastian was alive all along and staying with Antonio, who came in, saw what was happening to what he thought was his new friend, and tried to defend him. So Antonio is hauled off Olivia's property, and the real Sebastian, who obviously looks a lot like his twin in disguise, comes along. Andrew and Toby are still determined to fight, and Sebastian, unlike Cesario / Viola, does not back away. Olivia is by now properly fed up of her uncle's antics and chases them both away. She again asks who she believes to be Cesario for his hand in marriage. He is confused but falls immediately in love with the beautiful Olivia and says yes. Malvolio comes in at some point and swears revenge on all of them for leaving him to rot in such a horrible place. And that, folks, is pretty much the summary of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. As usual, I had a lot of fun making this cartoon for you, and I hope that it helps. Good luck in CSEC, and see you later.